So we're opening up the Teleplay app for the very first time. PicPulse is a part of Teleplay and it will be its own app very soon. For now, it's part of the Teleplay app. So click on while using app, allow. So first thing we're gonna do is click on PicPulse, open library, and now we can choose any photo or video that we want to add foreground effects to. So what if we do this one right here? Didn't click it well enough. Okay, click allow. Okay, now we can resize the background however which way you want. So there are two ways to use PicPulse. Number one is to simply add foreground effects on top of existing photos and videos. And the second one is to remove a background from your photo, replace the background with anything from here or your own background, and then add foreground effects. So let's continue. So see all this stuff here? You don't want to pay for anything here because you already bought it. So enter the email address you used to purchase PicPulse. Okay. And you always want to make sure that this PicPulse button is on. So make sure it's on. You can ignore the green screen button, the quality of video, and the spills button. The only buttons you have to look at within the gear icon are the PicPulse button. Just make sure it's on, and the email button. Just make sure you type in your email. Then you're good to go. You can change the aspect ratio in here. In this case, let's just go for the full one. Sorry, cat allergies. And now you can add foreground effects on top of this. So you can search for foregrounds within here because all the foregrounds have keywords associated with them. In this case, I already know what we want. So let's go to the dust and debris category. And let's say we want, what about 4K ground debris explosion 2? Let's see how that looks. Okay, that kind of makes sense for this scene. Why not? And then you can add another foreground effect on top of it, like, let's go to lightning power. Let's add a little lightning effect on top of his hand. If we do yellow, what about this one? Okay, then you can rotate the foreground. You can resize it. Okay, that kind of works. Like, obviously, this is very cheesy, and there are much more classier effects in this in terms of, let's say you're selling jewelry or something. But anyways, I'm doing it for this scene. So let's say you want to record a scene. What you can do, just, hold the record button for 2 seconds. And then when you're done with the recording, you can tap and then it'll make the recording. You can also move this foreground effect and it will also appear in the recording. That's optional if you want to move it. And now it'll appear where the rest of your photos and videos are, just as if it were a normal camera. So where the rest of your photos and videos are from your normal camera app. Then you'll see that it's moving at one point in the video. I moved that. So you can do real-time animation with your fingers. So you get the idea. Okay, so let's say you want to remove a foreground effect. You just hold, click on the X that appears. So that's removed. Hold, click on the X that appears. That's all there is to it. And let's say you want some music. You can just click on download, and then press play. Let's turn up the volume. And then next time you make a video, that the audio will be in the video. Right now, in the current version of Android, the mic audio and the audio in the app will both be in it. And we're making more precise sound controls coming by next week to Android. Okay, so the next thing, so let's say you want to remove a background from an existing photo, replace the background, and then add foreground elements. And this is a new feature that we've added to the software. So first of all, let's Okay, the music stopped. Okay, let's remove the music. So let's say, sorry. Okay, so let's say, so the Your Photo, to clarify, the Your Photo video button lets you add your own backgrounds. So for example, sorry, that's a video. I didn't want a video. So let's add a picture background. So, okay, so now we have a picture background. So the Your Photo video functions functions exactly like here. So let's say you want a food background. You can go to photo preview. So there are no photos for the food category, but you'll notice that there are for most categories. So let's do AI generated backgrounds. So there are videos within each category and there are photos within each category as well. Okay. So I know another thing that we're working on is making sure that the thumbnails load much faster. It depends on the device that you're using. This device is not the best device, but anyways, let's try it out. So now we're downloading this video background. And once you download a background or a foreground, you never need to download it again. You can just click on it the second time and it's gonna appear, so you don't have to wait for it. Okay, so just a random background, but then you can resize it. Okay, so now let's add a foreground element using this button right here. So the upload button is to add your own foreground effects, and it's important not to mix these two up. In another update, you'll notice that these will be renamed, so it's more obvious. So this is for your own background, and this is for your own foreground. So now let's upload. You can upload that button. You can upload your own PNGs, JPEGs, etc. So let's say you have this shoe PNG file. Okay, so now we have those shoes right there, and this is great for logos as well. Let's remove it. So now you can also, this button right here creates PNGs out of JPEG files. So you'll see what I mean here. So background free, let's do, so this is kind of okay, here's a simple picture with a white background. Let's see it's processing. Okay. And now we have that right there. All there is to it. And then you can add foreground effects on top of it. So let me try to find a better scene for this one. What if we try maybe in the photo preview? So the photo preview, those are all photos, not video backgrounds. So what if we try something like this? So nature 10. So right now the only way to resize this background is to first delete it and then add it back. And then, okay, let's try that. Now you can add a foreground element. Let's try something let's go to the birds section, or butterflies. Okay, let's do birds. What if we do birds, sky, far away? Okay, I think, honestly, I haven't thought too much about this scene, but you get the idea. And then you can also remove that right there, so you see more of the canvas. And that's really all there is to it. To make a video, hold and then tap the button when you're done with the recording. And to take a picture, you just tap. See, it says processing, and now your picture will be saved where the rest of your photos and videos are. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. So the key thing I would recommend is let's get that back in there. Okay, that's really all there is to it. There's really nothing else. We're adding more we're adding a video background removal tool within about a couple weeks. We're also adding better sound controls. We're adding new effects about every other day. Please check out the Facebook group because I post all the software updates there. And as always, I'm here if you have any questions.